Namo Namaha. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining. We have been covering the series on Medha. Medha, last week I touched upon Ma means mind, Dha means dharana. What upholds the mind? What prevents the mind from sinking down? It is called as Medha. Medha, one of the 7 building blocks of this body, from outside to inside. If I go in the body, outside starts with the tvak, then outer skin and inner skin and the flesh, mamsa, blood, asti, bone, marrows, and the creative energy. What sustains this body? And the creative energy is need for this body as well as for the mind. What upholds us is called as Medha. Medha, 2 letters, Ma and Dha. If you say it in a reverse way, it becomes Dhama. Dhama, Dhama is a shortened form of Dharma. Buddhists, they say Dhamma. For dharma, Buddhists they say dhamma. Dhamma means dharma. It's a Medha. What sustains the dharma is the Medha. To dharma means the righteousness. The what we need to follow. The path we have to follow. We have to follow the righteousness. The what upholds us to follow the dharma is called as Medha. Medha Shakti. And in the past classes I touched upon the ways to keep your Medha. It's a well. I gave the examples, gave the points. One is get up when the dawn is still dark, and Brahmi Muhurta, when the dawn is still dark, you should be upright and meditate during that time. It helps in having a brilliant mind. Memory power increases. And Gayatri Mantra Japa. Gayatri Mantra, Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. The message of Gayatri, may we have a brilliant mind. It's a prayer, universal prayer for a brilliant mind, Gayatri Mantra. And the third one, I touched upon our lifestyle. The food plays a dominant role. The right food. Last week I touched upon the food, how it is affecting the mind. And the food you have to eat when you are hungry. Not now in the lockdown. Many people are working from home, and they have a snack box next to them also. And every time, every line I type, I have to put something into my mouth. And no, you are not like a cow. You are not putting everything. Don't keep a snack box, and you eat only when you are hungry. Only when you are hungry, and try to not to eat between the meals. Not to eat between the meals, and the food. When you are eating, eat when you are happy. When you are angry or depressed, do not eat. Why? When you are angry or depressed, when you eat, the food you eat, it goes into the body as a poison. And do not complain the food. The salt is too much, or salt is less, is too hot. Don't criticize the food. Whatever cooked at home, and do not criticize the food. It's tasteless, I don't want to eat. And you have to respect the food. The food what you are eating, the taste buds are only in the tongue, not in the stomach. And it's as a gratitude you eat. Whatever you are eating, last week I mentioned, it is an offering. You are making an offering into the fire in the stomach. It's a fire ceremony. And as an offering you are eating, when you are eating with a gratitude, the thank the provider, and with happiness you eat. you eat, and do not ridicule the food. And do not waste the food. Eat a bit and throw. I don't want, and put it in the rubbish bin, because that food is a scarce resource. Across the world there is a food shortage. Food shortage. Millions of people are not getting food. Not to have that type of luxury, eat a bit and put it in the bin. You have to respect. If you think you are not eating that much, prepare little, not to throw the food. And also, before eating, put a morsel of food for outside birds. Let them come and eat also. We have a responsibility to look after the birds and other beings around our place. In the traditionally, people, when they are about to eat, they would wait outside their home. Is anyone hungry outside? They will put some food out, give them some food before they eat. Now here we do not have that hungry people walking around. Instead, you can offer it to the birds. Birds, they will be very happy when you are eating. And another method traditionally our ancestors used to do, when they are cooking, taking rice or other grains from the vessel for cooking, when they take the rice from the container, put it in the vessel, and for ready for, taking for cooking, that they will take few grains back from that vessel and put it in the container. They will put few grains back into the container. What it symbolizes, the container at home should not never become empty. There should be abundance at home. There should be abundance at home. For that, when they are preparing, they take the rice out of the container and they will put few grains back. Meaning, I will have enough in my life, and my container never will go empty in my house. That symbolizes. And our grandmother, mother, our ancestors used to do that one. We lost that link. These are all the cultures we have to inculcate in our family, so that our generations also lead an enriched life. Our personality, if you die, the body has 4 sections, mainly 4 sections. The upper part of the body, from here, it is a head part. And the next one, my shoulders and my hands, second part. The third main part is my stomach. The 4th section, legs. 4 compartments I have: head, shoulders, my hands, my stomach and legs. The head part, it is a creative part. It gives a direction to my life. Head, creative. My hands are used for my own looking after, my protection. My stomach part is connected to my production and nourishment of my body. And legs part takes me wherever I want in my life. The legs on which the whole body is standing. The legs supports the whole body. Legs serving the body. Without the legs, my body, I cannot move around. And Purusha Sukta talks about, we need all 4 compartments in the body, all 4 compartments in the society, for a healthy society, healthy body. Brahmano osya mukamasit bahu rajanya kritaha uru tadasya edvaishyah padbyam shudro ajayata. And it talks about 4 parts. The head always held high, it's up. Brahmana is the top. Brahmana at the top means our creativity, thinking should be at the top. My thinking should be ahead of my strength in my hands. My biceps, I may have big triceps and biceps, but still that person, without having an illumined mind, will wreck the life. I need Brahmana at the top. This Kshatriya, Kshatrayate, one who is in suffering, one who protects, is called a Kshatriya. Protects us, and we have to look after the society, protect others. It's a Kshatriya. Next comes a Kshatriya, the protection part at the behest of the mind. And below that one, stomach, it's a production, agriculture, and productivity should be there. If the productivity is not there and inefficient, we can't look after. We need the Vaishyas. The Vaishyas are the one who are good in producing things, good in trading, good in bartering, good in so that the things are flowing well, so that there is no scarcity in the society. That Vaishyas they look after. Vaishyas. And Shudra is the one, Shucham Dravate iti Shudraha. Shudra means the one who melts down looking at the suffering of others. One melts down, Shudra. Shudra is the one at the legs. Shudra represents the legs. The basic quality required to be called as a human is Shudra. We need to be a Shudra that to begin with, without having it's a least common denominator. We need is Shudra. Without having a Shudra quality, the mind will become very arrogant. I know so much, becomes very arrogant. Without the Shudra quality, the protector, administrator, the politicians, they become like an autocrat, dictatorship. Without having a Shudra quality for a Vaishya, that person starts putting the profit ahead of the product. And how can I fleece the customer? And it's how I can hold, how I can exploit the customer. The least quality we need is Shudra. When the Shudra quality is there, everyone is a Shudra. We have to become a Shudra. Shudra Brahmana, Shudra Kshatriya, Shudra Vaishya, and Shudra. And according to your nature, you can pick up your profession, but we need is Shudra. The what guides us, our personality, is the brilliant mind. Head should be held high, and Brahmana in us should be awakened. This classification is an universal classification. The Indians, the ancestors from India, rishis, they gave this contribution to the whole world. And the world, they start ridiculing at India because Indians, they themselves forgot about the significance of this one, and they say the casteism. And look at our country, there is no classification. This classification is universal classification. It is there, every country, every place, every religion is there, but they do not have words to say that one. The Indian rishis have given names to those words. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, the four qualities. When that personality is illumined, my personality is illumined, the society requires all four types of people. The thinkers, good administrators, good the people who are good in production, agriculture, trading, and good in servicing. When all four components are there, the society is nourished. When this is nourished, and the right food, the Sri Krishna talks about to nourish all four in balance. When we take a nourishing food, ayus sattvam bala rogya sukha priti vivardhanaha rasya snigdha sthira hridya ahara sattvika priyaham. Our food, what we eat, which should help in longevity should increase, health should increase, ayu sattvam, it should increase our strength, it should not make you sick while eating, should not become it's a weak stomach. Bhala arogyam, arogya, health should go up. Sukha priti, it should give joy in your life, and the happiness in your life. Vivardhanaha, it should go up in that one. Sukha priti vivardhanaha. Rasya snigdha sthira hridya, the food should be fresh, succulent, juicy, nourishing. That type of food the person should take to bring in the harmony between the head, shoulders, stomach and legs, and the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. When this personality is nourished, looked after, when with a brilliant mind is there, in the Sri Krishna, in the talks about last week I touched upon, and how person goes down, and ragadvesha viviktaistu vishayan indriyescharan atmavashyir videyatma prasadam adigacchati prasade sarvadukkanam hanirasyupajayate prasanna chetaso hyashu buddhi paryavatishthati. And raga, not dvesha, not attached to the trivial things in our life, and life is filled with hatred. Raga dvesha viviktestum, you will not be swaying between your attachment and hatred in your life. You will come to the center. Viviktestu vishayan indriyescharan, you may be moving around, but you are not getting bogged down with the excessive attachment or hatred against anyone. Raga dvesha viviktestu vishayan indriyescharan atmavashyir videyatma, mind, brilliant mind, subdued mind, it is within, settled within. One attains tranquility, peace in life. And why we need peace and tranquility? Prasade sarva dukkhanam. When I have peace and happiness, all my sorrows in my life melts out. It's a prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasyu upajayate prasanna chetaso hyashu buddhi paryavatishthati. When I am happy within, when I am in bliss within, when I am in joy within, my mind gets illumined. Lead a life, illumined life. How I can lead an illumined life? And peace, harmony within, not swinging to the sides. When you are peace and harmony within, mind is illumined. Illumined mind. The purpose of being born as a human is to lead an illumined life. The Medha Shakti helps in illumining our mind. Lie down on your back. Be aware of